Hi guys, so I normally wouldn't post 2 portfolio updates in a row, but I've had so many messages asking for the Freetrade one that I am going to do it. So I'm not going to talk for a long time. I'm going to structure it the same way. Anything that's changed first, and then just the generic update, and then any planned changes. So for those of you that are just interested in the changes, you can just flick through to those 2 areas. And then for those of you that are just interested in seeing how the shares are currently performing, you can watch all the way through. So without further ado, let's jump into what's changed. So the first change I've made is the FTSE 100. So I've added 3 shares here, and it's currently sitting at 38 shares, currently up 13.9%, which is about £33. And you can see the current value overall is about £273. Considering everything is dropping, it's not a bad result. The next one is AbbVie. I mean, I don't even know if it's worth mentioning, but it's about 0.04 of a share here. You can see here 4th of Jan, it was about £4. So like I said, probably not even worth mentioning, but I'm gonna mention it anyway. So AbbVie currently sitting at plus 41.5%, which is amazing. So about 54.71 profit out of what I have invested. And the total value is 186.70. So just under 2 shares here for AbbVie, as you can see. The next one that has a change is Legal and General. So I've added an extra 2 shares here since the last update, and that is sitting now at 71 shares, £202, with a loss of 0.6%, so about £1.20, which obviously isn't a lot. Legal and General is quite a cheap stock anyway, but with everything dropping, I'm not surprised about the drop, that is. Polar Capital next. So I've added 2 shares to Polar Capital. So currently sitting at 22 shares, so £142 in total, but it is down about 8%. So it has just been trending downwards for a while, which is really disappointing, but I am trying to dollar cost average in here. So not really panicking. They have an amazing dividend yield, and I'm going to stick it out and see what happens. So £12.37 loss here at the moment. I've also added 0.4 of a share to Visa, again mostly because I do want to hold Visa in my portfolio, and again it's generally tended to go upwards, so I'm not that bothered about a downwards slope. I do think we are becoming more of a cashless society as well, so literally no worries there. Global Clean Energy, I am so upset with how much this is dropping. Just look at that graph. So currently down 30%, which is about £200. So not great. Percentage-wise, not my worst performing one currently, but money-wise, one of the worst ones, just because I invested quite a lot here. So 66 shares here, about £500. And the final change here is that I've added 1 share to the physical silver ETF. So I've got 5 shares here currently. It is down 12.5%, so about £12 down, currently sitting at £84.60. So that's it in terms of the changes. Now let's look at the rest of the portfolio for those of you that are interested. S&P 500, 17 shares. It is currently still sitting at plus 8.5%, which is not bad at all considering everything that's going on. But it is one of the ones that I've held for the longest time. So it just goes to show that the longer you are in the market, the less these massive dips are going to impact you. So for shares that I've purchased maybe in the last 12 months, there's more of a dip than the ones I've bought prior to that. So it is currently sitting at £1,037, and it's about £82 up. FTSE All World Dividend next. So about 15 shares here, currently sitting at £705, of which £90, well almost £90, is profit. So that's about 14.5%. So again, pretty decent gain, but Again, I've held this for a while, and you can see that massive dip there that it's pretty much recovered from and more. So even now when it's dropped, it's not reached where it was prior to that drop yet. Because I have a feeling we're not done with this downwards trend. S&P Div Aristocrat next. This one won't have any changes going forward because I'm no longer a Freetrade Plus member. And as you can see, it's only for Plus members. So 12 shares, £615, and it's up 21% currently, so £107. And the last time I invested in that was March 2021. So almost a year without investing anything into it. GSK, so 30 shares here, £484 current value, of which £55.70 is a profit. So up 13% at the moment. AT&T still in the red, so minus 13% currently, £34. Overall, I've got 11.86 shares here with a current value of £231. Amex, one of my better performing stocks despite the current downturn. So it's still currently 46.3% up, which is about £57.60 profit. So currently sitting at £181.99. And again, I've not really purchased since June because it was just on such an upwards spiral. I kept waiting for dips and they never came. So if I had spare cash, I'd probably invest now. Physical gold, so one of the first times that this is up in the green, so plus 3.3%, not surprising. When the markets go down, gold tends to go up. So £80 currently, of which £2.60 is a gain. Having said that, the same has not held true really for sentiment. Although it has gone up slightly, it's not really recovered anywhere near my initial investment. So 46 shares, value of £42, and that's including a almost £16 loss, so minus 27% still. Really disappointing. I'm not going to sell at a loss. It's not enough money to worry about, but I'm hoping at some point they will dig themselves out. Cannabo Group, so this one I don't mention very often because it was one of my riskier penny stock investments. Clearly not really paying off at the moment. It's down almost 60%, so £53 down. It's sort of plodding along with the downwards trend. I'm still hoping eventually this will shoot up. Like I said, this was a total risk, as penny stocks tend to be, so we'll see what happens. Emerging markets, 5 shares here, up 3.4%, so not too bad, currently up £1.28, but again it has massively dropped. I'm not even going to talk about Oatly. You can see it on the screen. I'm so disappointed. So disappointed. I have no words. Just a reminder for those that maybe are new or that haven't followed me for long, Oatly again was one of the riskier. I'm just going to invest in this because I feel like it. I'm probably risking a lot here, but I like to do that with certain shares. So I'm always upfront when I do that, when I invest in something with just zero research, just because I firmly believe in the product. So Oatly was one of those investments, but again, clearly has not paid off. Secure Income, so this is a REIT and I've got 7 shares here and they are currently up 47.7%. So one of the better performing ones, interestingly enough. And we can see here, look, it hasn't even recovered to that massive drop. So again, if I had more money, I probably would have invested more into this right now, but I don't, so I'm not going to. Argo Blockchain, again, about 60% down. I can't really add to it because it's for plus. This is crypto mining, and if you are following what's going on, crypto has crashed massively along the market. So I'm not really surprised that this has crashed, but it has been pretty much going down for a long time. All of this year, it's just been on a downwards spiral. Rigel Pharma, again, one that I don't really talk about. It was another penny stock investment, so a massive risk that I don't recommend for beginner investors. I've got £22 in there. It's currently down 12.6 well, £12.60, which is 36% down. So very disappointing. With Rigel Pharma, the big thing around them was a potential Alzheimer's drug. So that's pretty much why I took a risk on them. And then the Hut Group, similar to Oatly, it was just a product that I used a lot, and similar to Oatly, post their IPO, it has massively, massively crashed. I have no idea what's happened here, honestly. I've tried to look it up, can't really find a proper answer, so if you know, please let me know in the comments below. But it's currently down 80%, which is just insane. So I'm down £54, or well, £53, and the current value is £13.30. Okay, so that was the rest of the portfolio. And in terms of the planned changes, I've mentioned this briefly in the last video. There are a lot of positions that I do want to close, and I plan to close if they go into the green. So all the ones that we mentioned that were basically really, really down, the riskier investments, I'm probably going to close them when they go up into the green. So I am trying to reduce my positions generally. So I've enjoyed investing into loads and loads of things, but now that it's been 2 years, I really want to sort of whittle down my positions. So with the riskier investments, I just want to have a smaller amount of them and then put more into the solid companies with really good dividends and the S&P 500 and other ETFs. So I will probably be getting rid of Oatly and the Hut Group and probably Sentiment as well once they go in the green. But until then, I will be holding on, and I'm not selling anything that's crashing right now just because it's crashing. So please don't panic. And if you are new to investing, make sure you check out my video around the lessons that I've learned over 2 years with investing. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this has been interesting, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.